This is my PC for more than 10 years now, and it's now time for the big boys. Or should I say, smaller? What's up YouTube, this is your boy G back in another video. Alright, today's a special day. I purchased this NZXT H6 flow case and I really like how it looks. Let's go ahead and unbox it right now. NZXT H6 series. So that's how it looks like. It's definitely different. A lot smaller than my Cougar Evolution old school tower here. However, it's also bigger than, in its own way, because it's wider, being dual chamber. A mesh there all around on the top, on the side, on the front, which is the very interesting part of it. You actually just grab it like so. Very easy to snap. This will serve as a dust filter ready, which I actually like, as long as this doesn't rust easily. Now you have 3mm or three 120mm fan there, and this is the front side, which is all glass. And on the bottom you have this interface, the combination of mic and headphone, one USB-C, two USB 3, and a power switch. I like that the feet is very high, right? It's very tall and it's not obstructed. You can definitely get a lot of air there, from the fan below. Okay, so just quick comparison again. It's very, very short compared to my old system tower here. You can see there that the old Cougar Evolution is a lot taller. Of course, it's traditional mid to high tower, or to full tower rather. It even has this what do you call that, DVD, right, which we don't use anymore. Obviously it's very old, but I like this. It's not that high, however it's wider, and again it's dual chambered, so you can do a lot of cable management on the back of it. And also, not to mention, it's all glass in the front, and unlike the Lian Li 011, it's also continuous, right? It doesn't have any bracket here, or like a solid pillar to obstruct your view. So it's a continuous view here, panoramic view, without any obstruction. That is awesome. We will definitely see that once I completed my build. From the top, you can also remove this very easy. As you can see, I just pop it like with one hand. Even I don't even need two hands, and I can pop it right away. You can house two 140s. As you can see, it's wider, right? You can put 140 there, or three 120s, right? So for the fan, a three 120mm, two 140s, or you can even put radiator. Of course, fans are equivalent for radiator as well. So if you're using AIOs, you can absolutely put two 120s, which is 240. You can put two 280 on this one, right? Like a longer version of it. And again, if you want to, you can even go to like like a longer version for your fan. The good thing about that is this fan right there is tilted, right, or angled like so. So your fans are actually hidden, right? They're installed there and are not protruding here. So that means you can actually install radiator up to here, right? Because on some other cases, their fans on that side is already here, because it's still open for the dual chamber, for cable management and so. So the fans are typically located here, which will then obstruct or hinder your radiator or your graphics card if you have a longer graphics card. One thumb screw on the right side. You cannot actually remove it, which is good because you're not going to lose the thumb screw. It's permanently in there. You just have to screw it back, tighten it like so, or loosen it up a bit, which is pretty good. And then you pull this up, towards you. The glass is sitting on this notch here. So if you notice, there's like a space for the glass to sit, which is pretty good. That means that the glass is not hanging or screwed. This one, it's sitting right on that space, basically holding it secured. That's good. I can't help but compare it to my older bigger tower here. But this is the inside of the NZXT H6 Flow. Right from the get-go, I noticed this right away. Absolutely love this. It's specifically created for your bottom intake fan, which will actually house two 140 mil. I'm pretty sure you can put like a 240 or rather a 280 radiator there for AIO if you're like addicted to AIO stuff. But for me personally, this is gonna be an absolutely great feature for intake fan, because if you notice, this is my intake fan for my big tower. This is indeed a tall, big, old school tower there. Definitely taller than the H6 Plus, as you notice. However, on the bottom, I have a puny 120 mil, right? That will actually fit 140, but unfortunately, I only have 120 at a time. Very dirty, I know. But you have the power supply there and some hard drive here, so you don't really have much of choice. It's just a single 120 or 140, even a 140 there. It's just a single one. This one, two 140s right away. Bam! Two 140s, and it looks super clean, guys. Man, I love that about that, because these fans are from ThermalRight. Now, again, this is not an NZXT fan. This is just a normal ThermalRight fan. So the cables are hidden, well hidden underneath here. And underneath here, right, so there's a lot of covering your actual cable. And you would notice there's like a sliding here, which is not sharp, which is, I love these little details. Of course, the case itself is steel, right? But you will notice there's something there, all right? Let me take a closer look. You notice that is a plastic, almost a rubbery on texture. And they, NZXT put it here so that it's not gonna scratch or damage your actual cables. You don't really see the holes, right? Because they're facing sideways, not front like this. Now for the side extensions here, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots there. You can put one 120, so a 140 will not fit there. Again, these are the glass panel in front and in the back. And man, I love how this looks. This fan here. Now, these fans that are included, I think is not that great. Of course, you have your own fan to use, but if you don't have any budget for a fan, or if you haven't purchased any fans, or you don't have older fans at all, you can purchase the RGB version of this. So this will be RGB, but I opted to purchase a non-RGB version. It will still include fan, as you can see. So just in case my RGB broke down, I still have fans, which is appreciated. But those fans aren't RGB, and I don't think they're great. So I'm going to replace that right away with this ThermalRight 120s RGB and reverse flow. So imagine it looks like that. When I install this, it's gonna look like this, but it will still push cold air. It will act like an intake from outside to inside using this fan, and it looks awesome, right, for RGB. Now for the motherboard support, of course, you have a label there. It says NZXT. It supports ATX, MATX, and of course the IDX. Now this is for the CPU. It's very big. You can definitely work your way there, and that I think supports up to 163 millimeter length of CPU cooler. Let's inspect the back real quick. The mesh is of higher quality, very high quality. All right, let's go ahead and pop this back panel off here. Man, imagine the days that you've been working before that you need two hands, right? But right now they have like content creators in mind that you can actually work and remove your panels using one hand. It's bananas. I'm going to remove these three fans right away, and again replace it with this reverse fans that we have here. This is for the headers, so you can plug it into your motherboard and make use of your stuff in the front, such as the buttons, USB, headphone, and the front I/O panel. So you have Velcros there. You also have Velcros on the top. I think they chose to put the power supply on the bottom, or on the top rather, not the bottom, so that you can still do your cable management. Because if you put your power supply here, it will be rather difficult to actually use this bottom part for cable management because it's going to be covered by motherboard, or sorry, by the PSU, right? But if you put the PSU here, you don't really need to do something on the back of the motherboard. So I think that's their design of it, right? Design choice, which is, pretty wise. Now again, that's how it looks like for that back. And one last look on the front fans before I replace them. These are the default 3 120mm NZXT fan, which are diagonally installed on that side. All right, so let me try and go ahead, replace those fans, put everything on it, try to build it, and show you the finished product. I'll be right back. All right, but that's the build, guys. Just wanted to let you know about the clearance for the CPU, right? So just in case you're gonna get this one. So if you notice, I'm using an AK500 CPU cooler there, air cooler, and it's pretty close to the glass, right? It's just a couple of millimeter, but I say it actually looks better because this is the digital edition, so it's not that far from the actual tempered glass there. It looks awesome, but yeah, just take note. So that means you might not be able to get like a taller CPU cooler than that, but for the AK500 it works perfectly. But yeah, that is the build, guys. Again, let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions, any concern, any thoughts about this build. Are you rocking this H6 Flow case yourself, or you're looking into getting another one? It's pretty small, so if you're into like a big camper, like a big big CPU cases, right, you would probably look for something else. But actually, if you're gonna ask me personally, as you probably noticed, I came from a full tower, old school metal case. I actually love this so much. The size won't really matter that much once you set it up. It will actually feel and look a lot bigger because it's super spacious inside. Look at that, right? You don't have power supply on the bottom. You don't have hard drive. Everything is cool there. My hard drive or my storage are just NVMe's. So I don't even have SSDs on the back. It's just the NVMe's that are mounted there, as you can see. By the way, the noise that you're hearing is not that PC. It's that PlayStation lamp. It's pretty loud. But yeah, that's the build. I'm going to write all of the components on the description because it's a lot. So I don't want to mumble here so much. This is a very long video already. But go ahead and check the description. And again, let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, any thoughts. And I will definitely answer your comments or questions there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Click like if this video helped you. If you like this video, it will definitely help me, grow my channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I unbox and build things like this, as you notice, so it might help you in your purchase decision. But that's all for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and see you on my next one. Peace.